fat tax proposed in the United Kingdom is causing a wave of controversy. A leading academic at Oxford University is calling for a higher value-added tax, or VAT, on burgers, chocolates, and pastries. He says obesity has become an epidemic in Britain. Dr. Mike Rayner says up to 2,000 lives can be saved if foods high in fat and sugar are more expensive. Some politicians have suggested that better packaging and education are the key to making healthier choices. Many parents say watching their baby get vaccinated is one of the hardest things they have to do. Now, new research suggests there are some easy ways to comfort your child through the process. CNN's Melissa Rainey has the details.
In the first year of life, doctors recommend infants get vaccinations to prevent diseases like polio and hepatitis B, among others. Painful for little ones. But now there may be a way to stop the tears. New research finds that parents may be able to make it easier depending on how they comfort their child. One way, what researchers call the 5S plan. It includes swaddling, side stomach position, shushing, swinging, and sucking. The other way, more traditional methods such as pacifiers and distractions. Investigators looked at 230 infants who were having their 2 to 4 month vaccinations and divided them into groups, giving some children sugar water, which cuts the pain, while others were just given water. Then groups were comforted with the 5S plan and traditional methods, and the baby's reactions were recorded. Doctors found that overall, infants in the 5S groups, with or without the sugar water to cut the pain, had a lower pain score and cried less than those babies who were comforted with the traditional methods. Although breastfeeding has been known to comfort a child in pain, breastfeeding may not be an option for some, so doctors recommend the 5S approach for these little ones. For today's Health Minute, I'm Melissa Rainey.
A new 3D printer is being hailed as a revolution for healthcare. Scientists at the University of Glasgow are using the system to produce chemical compounds that can help treat cancer. The same system is expected to produce customized medicines in the future. The 3D printing process is robot-controlled and may be used by pharmaceutical companies within 5 years. Beekeeping may sound like an unusual hobby, but it's proven crucial to our environment. Here's Cassandra Lawson in Decatur, Georgia.
Cassandra Lawson, and I am the beekeeper here at Oakhurst Gardens. So my main thing is education. Why should we have bees? Why are they important? Why do we need them? When I started beekeeping a while back, it wasn't a very popular thing to do, and quite honestly, it was a little eccentric. Most people thought that it was weird that why would you want bees and you live in the middle of a city, and it was a little weird for people. Our job as beekeepers is to make life easier for them, because bees' work is one colony. So the easier you make life for them, if you make it to where they don't have too much sun and they don't have to spend all their energy cooling, then they can spend more energy foraging. This is called a frame. This is what they're gonna build their foundation off of. This came out of my hive. It was dirty wax. I cleaned it through my solar wax melter, and then I made a candle into it. Pretty much if we didn't have bees or other pollinators, we'd eat mush.
I'm naturally a city boy, but I've always been very interested in bees and what they do, and I love honey, and I've always thought it'd be a great hobby to have. Bees pollinate everything that we eat, so you're doing your benefit for Mother Nature.
Bees do know who their beekeeper is. Be kind to them, because they will remember you.
I came to the class today due to my husband passing away about 5 weeks ago. So he left me with a beehive, came to the class just to learn about the bees and how to upkeep the beehive for him.
Let the clover and dandelion grow. Don't mow all the time. Don't use pesticides unnecessarily. Backyard beekeepers are really what's keeping bees alive and going right now, I believe. I think commercial beekeepers are struggling. I teach beekeeping because I want people to become more connected with the earth, or be a steward of the earth in some other way.
It's important to note that while a knowledge of bees is the first line of defense, protective clothing like gloves and a hooded suit are strongly advised. Chemical waste is a problem we are aware about, but what about e-waste? Adam Minter, author of the Shanghai Scrap blog, found boxes of electronic components manufactured by HP, Panasonic, and Samsung dumped in Guiyou, China. A steady stream of unused electronic waste started accumulating in 1995 and made the Chinese city one of the world's largest e-waste sites. The saturation of heavy metals such as lead, chromium, and tin in the soil made the groundwater undrinkable. According to China's Shantou University, the town has the highest level of cancer-causing dioxins in the world, and local children suffer from an extremely high rate of lead poisoning. But Samsung Electronics denies any involvement in this issue, while HP and Panasonic did not comment on the specifics of the case. NASA has released spectacular images of a solar flare caught on camera last week. The flare caused massive amounts of plasma to erupt from the sun's surface. The Solar Dynamics Observatory takes a picture every 12 seconds and was able to capture footage of the ripples caused by the explosion, which take about an hour to move from one side of the sun to the other. The sun is currently in an 11-year solar weather cycle, expected to reach peak activity in 2013. A volcano close to Mexico City roared unusually loud on Friday morning and spewed ash and burning rocks as it released pressure. The National Disaster Prevention Center said the volcano, known as Popo, erupted at least 12 times in 2 hours. Since 1994, the volcano has erupted daily, but on Friday, there was an increase in volcanic activity, with bigger and more frequent eruptions. In an explosion in 2000, the volcano spewed lava and resulted in the evacuation of thousands. Scientists say they have no way of predicting what kind of eruptions will occur. Most of us know the feeling. One big gulp of an ice-cold drink and something hits you like a rock. A new study may explain just how come we feel the chilly effects of brain freeze. Researchers at the Experimental Biology Conference in San Diego said the sudden headache is triggered by a rapid increase in blood flow that's in the artery connected to the frontal lobes. The pain eases when that artery constricts. Researchers say it's the brain's self-defense mechanism. The findings may also be a breakthrough for chronic migraine sufferers. Thank you for tuning into a special edition of District Wire News. I'm Daniela Vlacic, and if you've missed something from today's show, you can catch it on districtwirenews.com.